What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter. And a lot of people always ask me about FBG Cash. I'm always asked about Duck too, but I'm always asked about his homeboys and shit like that. Recently, we all heard the news that Cash done signed him a deal. I heard he done signed with Monarch Records now. I heard it was a decent deal too. I ain't pocket watching, so I can't tell you how much it was, but I heard that FBG Cash signed the deal. A lot of people been asking me about that. Do you think the GDs is back in the dough? Which is crazy because we done talked about blogs like this several times. I just think people saying that because they starting to see an impact that's kind of bulging right now from the other side with like people like Ruger kind of pulling the shit like that. We seen him with Kanye West. Hell, that guy just posted a picture on Instagram of a big ass large amount of money. So it looked like life is going good in the music game for him. Then we seen people like Cash Out finally getting his recognition and shit like that. It's kind of like a good look for guys like that. Famous Dex kind of did his shit earlier. Then we seen what Duck did. This the thing though. I think people need to understand. I think Cash can be very big, A lot of people always ask me that, do you think Cash is really going to blow up with this shit? That's the main reason I did this blog, is because I'm not sure if people understand. In this rap shit, it's a such thing as, having a crowd, the promotion, the machine behind you. LBG never had that. But for them to get what they got, for you guys to know who they is, you got to be talented. A lot of your favorite artists got $100,000, $200,000 behind them to make them your favorite artists. Then you got the people that's independent. They got a decent amount of bread behind them to make them your favorite artists. Then you got guys that's him dependent who strictly did that shit himself. Cash is one of those guys. It's not a thing of just hyping nobody up. We just got to be honest with this shit. I don't think those guys ever had the same opportunity as people like OTF. They had people like, Jared shooting videos, famous people, Cole, Lyrical Lemonade, the OTF machine, Dirk, millions of dollars bagging them, famous people, followings. Dirk got millions of people on Instagram and all his social media. So he posts your song up, your shit gonna do 500,000 views. He puts you on your YouTube channel, his shit gonna pop up. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these guys had advantages that FBG didn't have once they started dissing and shit. Because once you started dissing Dirk and them kind of blew up, nobody was really gonna help you. So some of the things that, some of the resources that maybe like an FBG might have needed probably got taken from them for those diss records, dissing dead people and so much of the gang violence and shit, So I think a lot of that slowed FBG them down. Not so much the blackballing, but I do think it was blackballing by mistake. Like I said, Dirk and them made it first, I don't think they purposely told people not to fuck with these guys, but I think while they were smoking blunts, drinking, kicking it, throwing world war stories and trading life stories from back in the day, I think, Dirk told them how their life was, and like a Meek Mills and shit, and told them how their life was, and ain't no way in hell Meek is gonna sign somebody who making songs about Dirk cousin dying and shit like that because they built a relationship. So it was hard to say, I can't get in y'all beef, Picking sides, it just developed. It happened, But I do think, with Cash Out getting that bag now, being able to fuck with certain directors, being able to travel out of town, get those features from artists all around the world, I think that's going to help blow him up, Famous Dex had these opportunities, but I'm not sure exactly what happened to Famous Dex. There's things about him, especially going to Rich the Kid, because I tell people this all the time. Famous Dex was way more famous than Rich the Kid at that moment in time. Rich the Kid stole Famous Dex's whole flow, whole swag, whole style, and took it and made it his. When you listen to Plug Walk, that's Famous Dex. You want to be honest with that, I'm not knocking Rich the Kid. He had a lot of connections and shit. He was dope, but at that moment in time, Famous Dex was way more famous than him. You can tell this was strictly a residual play. He took a lot of Famous Dex streaming money. Famous Dex was bigger than Tekashi 6ix9ine, Trippie Redd, all these guys who was coming out and shit like that. For some reason, he down low. Same thing kind of happening with Lil Skies right now, if you guys get what I'm telling you. Sometimes these guys fuck with these artists who not really putting their best intentions in life. Sometimes they just want the streaming money because they know you're famous. But back to the FBG shit, like I'm telling you, I think these guys got an opportunity, but they got to take the baton, keep doing the songs. I think Cash going to take the same route as like a Lil J. A lot of the shit you want to hear about, a lot of the street shit, stories you guys be hearing this shit. If you want to know about him, you gonna have to stream his music. He probably gonna tell you those stories in his music and shit like that. The days of him just jumping on them lives telling y'all shit, I think that's over with. I think if you want to know what's going on in their life, you gonna have to stream the music or maybe check out an interview or something like that. I think they understand that it's big business from this point on. The fans in Chicago, the streets know FBG, but I think it's time for FBG to take it international, kind of take it out the state to different cities and shit like that, and I think that's going to happen too, in my opinion. Is they going to get bigger than OTF? I'm not really sure. OTF had a head start in this race, I think Dirk is huge. He might be the biggest artist in the game right now, and if he's not, that's just my opinion. So I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to top OTF or they be able to top, Lil Durk, but I do believe FBG can overtop OTF, I'm not sure if they can overtop Dirk, but as far as OTF, I think they got a chance to do that. That's why when they ask you guys right now, and I ain't never heard nobody ask nobody that. That's why this is very huge. I want you to tell me, who better? Is FBG better than OTF, or is OTF better than FBG? We gotta take Dirk out of this since we ain't got Duck here. We got Duck gone. We gonna remove Lil Durk. Now we gonna go to OTF crew, to FBG. Who better? I love to know. Leave a comment. It's the homie truth.